survive, and you're still
Rightio, we have an exciting couple weeks up our sleeve here. We are tackling the Gib River Road.
Finally, after 3 years.
Some people, it's their nightmare. Some people absolutely freaking love it. We've done it once before and we are absolutely frothing for the adventure to get off this hard black stuff, hit the red dirt, and yeah, we cannot wait to start it. But
it's gonna be amazing.
For this episode, well, for this adventure, I should say, my parents are joining us. They won't be on camera too much.
Got some gate crashes.
They're a bit camera shy, but they will be in the background, and that is who is traveling with us with pretty much the exact same setup as we've got. So it's gonna be so much fun. We cannot wait to show you. We've got a sneaky little bet on who can catch the first Barramundi. Gets $50, all right? So
$50?
$50, and we are so freaking excited. Let's go, let's get in the car. Rightio, we just pulled into the first camp on our Gib River Road adventure. This is Leonard rest area. It's absolutely free to camp here. Now, a lot of people lose sleep about the Gib River Road, and hopefully we can give you guys some information that not everyone gives you on the internet, but can help you a lot when it comes to tackling this road right here. And the first thing I'll talk about is tyre pressure. So the thing we want to achieve in the next 3 videos is obviously entertain you guys. We're not here to put socks on centipedes, but we're also trying to provide a little bit of information. So tyre pressure is probably the most important thing that you have to memorize. And for us, this is probably the biggest question we get asked: what tyre pressures do I run? Now, everyone's setup's different, and it is a fine line because there's not fuel stations everywhere. You've got to let your tyres down enough so it doesn't put a heap of strain on your vehicle and your caravan, so you don't break down. And just an FYI, it's about 10 grand to get a tilt tray out to the Gib River Road to get off it if you do break down. So it is worth getting your tyre pressures right, but if you let them down too much, you could rim out, and also you're going to be using a lot of fuel, and there's not fuel stations everywhere. So you've got to find the fine line between having them soft enough so it's nice on your vehicle and your caravan, but not having them down too low where you're going to be chewing the juice. And for us in V8 Land Cruisers, we don't have a huge amount of range, so it's something that we have to think about. Now, I have magic pressures for corrugations, and that's probably 20 on the front, 25 on the back of the cruiser, and then 20 on the caravan. I think that's like a mint number for me. We are just under 7 ton combined, and if you have a lighter vehicle, you can obviously go a lot lower. People with single axle caravans, be wary. You've got a lot more weight over a central point, so you don't want to have them down too low on your caravan, but you can still go very, very low. A lot of people are worried to drop them too low, but I feel like there's a sweet spot where literally you can't feel any of the bumps, which is what you want. So anyway, we'll drop the tyres now. Tomorrow we're heading out to Windjana Gorge. We're gonna have a fire. I'm gonna throw the drone up in a minute, show you how cool this place looks. But yeah, typical Gib. First night we're just spending in an absolute dust bowl, but couldn't be happier. This is the start of the adventure. It only gets better from this. So anyway, I'm gonna drop the tyres now. 20, 25 and 20 on the van. wanted to show you this. This is a baby Boab tree. So this is as small as they get. And these guys, well, the Kimberleys had a huge wet season and a late wet season. So they got so much rain. And that is why everything is going to be so green on this trip. And I cannot wait to show you this, because when we were here 3 years ago, it was dead, it was dry, it was very typical for this time of the year. But anyway, the Boab tree, that is a special tree that is, I believe, native to the Kimberleys, but I know that they can get them in Queensland as well. Someone pulled us up last time on that. But tomorrow the plan is wake up early and hit Tunnel Creek. And if you're not too sure about Tunnel Creek, we'll be swimming in a pitch black cave full of crocodiles. That is what Tunnel Creek is. So extremely keen to do that. But we are knackered. We've done about 400 k's today, so it's time to hit the sack and wake up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Yeah, we're not here to put socks on centipedes. So tomorrow we're going to get in the water with the crocodiles, and we'll bring you guys along for it. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of screams, and a lot of people pull out last minute because it gets scarier the closer you get to this joint. But anyway, I'm pumped for it. Cannot wait. So we'll see you in the morning. Rightio, Big Gazzy ready to swim with some crocodiles?
Ready.
His mum ready to swim with some crocodiles?
Ready.
Good. Rightio, this has got to be one of my favourite places on the Gib River Road, and that's the stretch of corrugated road heading into Tunnel Creek. These prehistoric cliff faces littered with ancient Boab trees will truly take your breath away. It is absolutely insane. Now, trying to keep composed heading to Tunnel Creek is hard, because swimming through any deep, long, dark cave is scary enough, let alone adding some crocodiles into the mix. Now, a bad story from last time we were here. Me and Sarah missed a major rockfall internally in the cave by 1 hour. Now, it's crazy to think that if we had have had that extra coffee in the morning, our life could be dramatically different. Now, that is Mother Nature showing its boss, and being this remote and being this far out in the bush demands respect. And literally our hearts were racing as we drive into Tunnel Creek.
Sore in its leg.
Oh shit, it's been attacked by a dingo.
Look at its leg. Oh,
It's a crook.
poor little baby.
That's not good. Rightio, we just made it to Tunnel Creek. There's absolutely not another soul here, and we almost lost the drone on the way here. A hawk. Mum and Dad were watching the drone behind our car. We couldn't see it, but there was a hawk chasing it for like a kilometre. Lucky I threw it into sports mode, threw a bit of nos up it, and we didn't outrun it. It almost got us. But anyway, we just got here and we're about to go in a croc-infested cave. And let me tell you, it's spookier than Scooby-Doo's house. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun though. We haven't done this for 3 years, and last time we were here there was actually a rockfall, which doesn't make you feel that good. And if you're the only one here, you sort of want at least one other person here. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We're going to bring you along for it. This is not for the faint-hearted. The cave is literally at the bottom of this massive range here, and that's a lot of rock on top of the cave. I'm bloody keen as anything. Let's have a crack.
You know what, Sarah? I'm looking forward to a swim. So I can have a wash.
This is...
You go in first then, Gary.
Dad just said, because we're the first one here, we're going to see all the crocs. And Mum said, I don't want to fuck all the crocs. Check this out. Got a couple Boabians.
We all feel like nudists walking.
This is probably the stumpiest Boab you'll ever see right in front of me here. Here we go. Everyone's chuckling, but the nerves are real.
I remember I read this story.
Rightio, we're at the start here, so this is all the rock that's above that little tiny opening just there-ish somewhere. Like,
You don't want to
there.
think about that when you're going in
Yeah,
there.
that is mental, eh?
I know, it's crazy. It's been 3 years since we did this.
Yeah, I
and
know.
I will tell that story afterwards, actually. I don't want to
Yeah,
tell that story just yet.
let's not tell it just yet. But let's go.
So pretty. Oh, they've put a little sandbag now.
Your shoes.
Yeah, like nothing to get into.
Wow, check this out. Oh shit. Look at this. I think it's spooky because it's cloudy too. Plus there's no one here, so it is dead silent in this cave. And silence is spooky. Ooh, we're heading into the darkness. We're heading into the darkness. Looking out for crocs. There's bulk little froggies in here, eh? Bats. Bats and crocs. That's all this cave. So crazy, the formations. Got some bats in here. Trying to look for a little croc. Tell you what, that's a bit spooky, eh? We got a croc full of torch batteries. Just one single croc. And this is where you got to start swimming through the cave. So the water goes really deep just here. And like I said, this is where you got to start swimming. Old mate's just having a hell time. Oh. Rightio, this is where you got to swim. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is all water. And oh, it's muddy.
It's very muddy. Oh my god,
Oh, I lost my croc. I lost my croc. Take your crocs off. They're not. Oh, it's because I didn't put it in sports mode.
Oh no, my croc's stuck.
Mine's stuck too. The ground is super muddy.
Okay. Alright, wait for me.
Go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but just swim because the ground is rank.
Okay, I can't see with your
Go.
torch, man.
Go, go, go.
Oh, my croc's gone.
I told you.
Oh, so long. Oh no, it's buried somewhere.
No, it'll pop up. So I'm just currently sitting in croc-infested water while my partner just takes her sweet ass time.
Okay.
Everything is good.
Alright, shine your torch forward.
Go.
Okay.
Swim.
Can you shine your torch forward so I can see?
Oh, this is so much fun. This is freezing. I can't. You gotta go to that sign, Sarah.
Oh my god.
It is so deep and... Oh, I made it. Oh, that's so refreshing. Oh, what a fantastic swim.
In the cave.
Oh. Here goes Mum and Dad. Mum's absolutely shitting it. You right, Mum?
Yeah.
It's pretty nice swim.
You guys are way quieter than I was getting across.
And I've checked the bank for crocs. There's nothing you can stand there.
And it's nice and sandy here.
You can stand there, Mum. Stand there now.
Cherubins.
Cherubins.
Can you see? Oh yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Rightio, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. So we've been in here for about a kilometre and it looks like we're gonna have to bloody swim through here. Way more water than last time, but we still haven't seen any crocs. We've seen heaps of slides, but we've seen lots of cane toads. So we're just showing Mum and Dad where people leave their dirty undies with
Someone shit themselves.
skid marks in them from the cave, but how cool's that? There's some indigenous art for you.
That's amazing.
Won't tell you exactly where it is, but it's near the caves, so you're gonna have to find it yourselves.
Go for a little
Explore.
explore.
But it's pretty cool, eh?
Pud and Pud Junior. So once you leave Tunnel Creek, there is so much to see. All you have to do is go for a little walk outside the cave, and there's honestly so many pretty spots to see. We're just coming up to another rock art site. Have you found it, Keels?
Yeah, I remember it being somewhere around
Yeah, I
here.
swear it was around here.
Big cherubin. You probably think we're pretty keen bloody walking around in croc caves with trying to catch cherubin, but and to make matters worse, my head torch is dying really fast. So look at this, is all the light I've got to deal with now. It's like a candle. You won't catch him, Dad. He's too quick for you. Oh, oh, croc. No.
Chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while. Then I'm taking you
Windjana Gorge. It's a nice short walk in, but it's very hot, so make sure you bring some water down. But this is the place where you're going to see some freshwater crocodiles, so we're super excited to go and try and find ourselves some crocs.
I present ADHD Chats, presented by Dopamine and Caffeine.
Now, I'm not talking about wet in the bed, but the Kimberley's had a big wet season, and have a look at this. All these trees, last time we were here 3 years ago, used to be erect. The trees were erect, and now they have just been smoked, and all the water obviously funnels through this massive gorge, Windjana Gorge, and yeah, that's just all been flattened, which is insane. It looks like someone's come in here with a cherry picker and cut them all down, but it's Mother Nature's cherry picker. She don't need no chainsaw, boy. She just gives you a bit of rain, and it just funnels through here. But rightio, we just pulled over on the side of the Gib here. I just wanted to show you guys the corrugations that you're going to be in for. As you can see here, we got a few corrugations. I don't know if you can see them. Pretty decent. Yeah, we've just picked the van up. So we got the Urban. We're running an 18.9 Urban Extreme and obviously the 200 series cruiser. And like I said, tyre pressure is a crucial thing. Look at that, nice and bagged out. And that's going to make for the comfiest ride possible. So anyway, we're going to the next camp. I think it's called Marchfly Rest Area or something. We're all hooked up here. We got another 100 Ks to go today, and then we're gonna get there. But we're gonna have some cool stuff to show you on the way. There's heaps of quirky little rocks and stuff to show you guys. And we'll whack the drone up in a minute, and we'll give you a bird's eye view. This place is absolutely unreal.
I can give you all your kicks, feeling like a roller coaster. Come and take a ride with me. Up so high to go down faster. Join me for a cup of tea. Remember those lows when you got me high.
Alright, so we're driving along the Gib, and this stretch is called Victoria's, what is it called? Victoria's Head.
I know that's got order himself.
It's called Queen Victoria's Head, so if you can look closely, you might be able to see why.
The big nose on it. How's the honker?
Can you see that?
Massive schnozzer. Look at the schnoz. That schnoz would bloody, yeah, that'd make bloody, I don't know what to say. Bloody hill. The Gib River Road is surprisingly hilly, eh?
Shut your window to your right.
How good, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, brother. Rest stop that I was trying to find this whole time. This is this bloody range I was trying to find at.
Alright, it's a high one.
Rightio, it's literally time to rip the lid off something super frosty and cold, but yeah, we're just pulling into camp here. This one's called Marchfly Glen or something. I don't know, Marchfly something. And we've never camped here before, but last time we wish we did because it looks mint. But looks like we snagged a sick little spot here, as long as we can get ourselves in and out. Whoa, this is beautiful in the pandanus. So nice. Rightio, we just got into camp. How good is this? I think we scored the best spot here. All under these bloody pandamas or whatever they're called. Absolutely mint. Mum and Dad's van there. We got this side, and then we're gonna have the fire pit right in the middle. But it's like 10 degrees cooler under the canopy of these trees, so we're gonna leave the vans here for the next 2 days and then go out and day trip and explore. We got Leonard's Gorge plus Bell Gorge to do, and March Fly's situated perfect for them too. Anyway, I'm happier than a dog with two tails with this. This is absolutely amazing. The only thing is that limb on that big snappy gum there is a bit shit, just that limb there. But I think if it does fall, it's gonna miss the van. But anyway, they're built pretty strong. It'd probably take that, I reckon. Do you reckon it'd take that limb, Dad?
Yes, get on.
Should we... Any dust in the van, Sarah?
I don't think so. No.
How good's that?
I know. it's
Remember the
beautiful.
Oz track?
Oh my god, I don't even want to think about that.
Let's just talk about the Oz track because...
The fish is defrosted.
Let's quickly talk about the Oz track because you've got to start somewhere. You can't just go straight to this. So the first time we did the Gib, we did it in an 11-foot Oz track Chinese hybrid, and literally let more dust in than was outside, I
It
reckon.
was so bad. There was dust everywhere, like over all of the benches. There was just this thick layer of red dust all over the bed. It's just red dust. We like had the worst headaches every night because we were like just sucking in dust.
Dust inhalated. But anyway, this is what the van looks like after getting it thrown around on the Gib.
And this is where we keep our coffee machine for
In the
all
sink.
the questions.
Tonight we're having fish laksa, which will be tasty. But yeah, check it out. This is how the van is after a full day of just bashing the crap out of it. These things are built that strong. Look at it, perfect. Radio, one Urban was alright, but let's see what the other one looks like. Is there any dust? Oh, you still got the dust fan going.
Yep.
Look at that. Absolutely immaculate. No dust at all, Mum.
It's great. Happy camper.
How good's this? Gib River Road, fire, few pan corkers sliding down the gullet. With me parents, doesn't get much better than that, eh? We got, I think, fish laksa for dinner, which is mint, but check this out. Shout out to Bobby in Broome. I ran into Bobby, he's a massive fan of the channel, and he said, do you want some alcohol or home brew? And the guy proceeded to get out like 6 litres of alcohol, so he's giving me 3 litres of Irish whiskey, spiced rum, and my personal favourite, Bobby, if you're watching. Oh, that's not it. I don't know what you've done to this, but this chocolate rum liqueur is
That
the
was
best,
so yum.
the best that I've ever had. Literally, it's just mint, eh? Like no afterburn, just smooth as butter.
That's
Anyway.
my one, I reckon.
Shout out to Bobby. How good's that? That is when having a YouTube channel pays off. Look at that. That's freaking $300 worth of alcohol.
We're on the Gib River Road, and this is the second part of our Gib River Road series. Today we are heading out to Bell Gorge. This is one of our favourite places on the whole of the Gib River Road, so we're so excited to show you guys this one.
It's a must see.
Yeah.
Got me old folks behind me here. They're on the radio, and we're going through some water crossings. We've already done one, but I cannot wait to show you guys. And I got to call this Tango. Got a Tango coming your way, Gazza. But it's such a cool spot to come visit Bell Gorge. But be prepared to do some river crossings because they are around, and there's plenty of water this year on the Gib because they had a big wet. So anyway, all the better. We're happier than dog with two tails. Let's head into Bell Gorge, smash these corrugations out. Cannot wait to show you guys this. Rightio, here's a little water crossing. Now, there's a secret to doing water crossings. Now that's, if you're in a Toyota, Toyotas have really shitty alternators and starter motors, very much prone to any sort of water and it just buggers them, the silt in the water. So you want to go fast enough, but you don't want to go too fast where you're just drenching all your components if you don't really need to, you know what I mean? So I just go nice and slow like this, create a little bow wave, and that's just about it. There's not too much that can go wrong with a rocky bottom river crossing like these ones. Very, very safe. And yeah, it's nothing to lose sleep about, trust me. It's they're actually a lot of fun. And I actually love the Gib River Road for this reason, because you'll probably do 100 of these on the Gib River Road, and it gets me smiling, it gets the gahunas tingling, and it gets the juices flowing. Oh no.
It's a decent one.
That's not good. No good. I'll fix it. So I'm just gonna plug it. It is a sidewall, but what I'll do is I'll plug it, get it back to being somewhat airtight, and then I'll put the spare on here, and then at least this can get us out of trouble still.
You got everything you need?
Yeah, it's
I've got my vehicle's been in storage for 10 years.
it's still leaking. Righty, I'm gonna throw a second plug in it. Got it. Rightio, that's a bit unfortunate, but to be honest,
false start.
yeah. Oh well, that's life, and it's not going to wreck our day. Still very lucky to be here, and flat tyre is not going to even slow us down, I don't think.
Hopefully.
We'll
Don't say that, because what if Mount Barnett doesn't have one of our tyres?
Technically, the issue with what's happened. Technically, the issue with what just happened is it's in the sidewall, so you're not actually technically allowed to keep driving on that bastard, because if the sidewall lets out, it's going to be like an explosion of sorts. And then if we're on the rim for 100 meters, you could buckle a rim, and that's one thing that definitely don't sell out here is rims. So
Yeah.
we're going to ring up one of the Mount Barnett station, which is pretty much the only mob in the whole Gibb, and see if they've got a
spare.
oh, we've
We
got a
just don't
spare.
have 2 spares, so if
Yeah,
something then happens to our spare,
yeah, then we're no
in
good.
trouble.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
goodness.
anyway, it's not going to wreck our day. We cannot wait to show you guys this. It's definitely still leaking, even with 2 gummy worms in it.
Yeah.
I threw a second one in there, and I just pumped it back up and then rolled the car weight over that little puncture to make sure it's not leaking, and it definitely is.
It's so hard to do this while walking on these.
Just got into Bell Gorge. Wait until you see this. Check this out. It's insane. What do you reckon?
So pretty.
Sarah's embracing nature with the dirt between the toes. Look at this. Woo! Cannot wait to jump in this water. We are hotter than your third cousin Sandy. Shit!
Very shallow.
how thick is this? You probably can't hear much. Yeah, it's actually really loud in here. And the waterfall is probably 100 meters away, but check this out. Like insane, and that mountain range links up perfectly over the top of the waterfall. Pretty cool. Far out. How nice was Bell Gorge? That's seriously one you got to put on the list. But we've had a bit of bad news. We come back and these 2 plugs I've already put in, it's still hissing air. So I'm going to throw a 3rd one in and just see if we can get back to camp and then change the tyre back there. Failing that, I'll just throw this one straight on the back of the car and get back to camp, no worries. But it's sort of shit having this happen at the start of the trip because it leaves you a little bit vulnerable. We're going to try to get another tyre. But yeah, it does suck a little bit, but hey, it's literally the least of our worries. We're still happy, healthy, doing cool shit, so it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. So I'm going to throw a 3rd plug in and see if it works. Hopefully it does, and we can get it back to camp. Radio, we did pop a tyre, but like I said, things can get worse. And now this is a classic example of counting your lucky stars, and our issues aren't too bad. So we're sitting in the car park, fixing this tyre up a little bit, and a bloke ran up and said, "Do we have a sat phone?" We said, "No, we don't." He reckons someone in the gorge that were just in broke their leg. They slipped off a ledge and fell.
And they were right down the bottom of the gorge too, so there was no way of getting them out of the gorge without a helicopter, which is pretty scary. So,
yeah. So what happened was, yeah, we flagged down a tour group because we thought, well, yeah,
they have a sat phone.
100% have a sat phone. So I flagged him down to old mate, had a quick yarn with him, and then he got on the phone, called in the chopper, so the chopper's on its way. And then we've just tried to come find a ranger, but we can't find anyone to alert them that someone's at the bottom of the gorge with a broken leg. But there is probably about 50 people down there, and we've been on the 2-way with them. One of them's got one of them's got a 2-way radio, so we've been in the top car park talking with them down the bottom of the gorge. And there's a doctor and a nurse, a firefighter. So the lady that's broken her leg is in really good hands, and the chopper's on its way because we managed to get a sat phone. So that's just about all we can do at this point. Pretty sad stuff though, but just shows you, if you think you're having a bad day, you're really not, because it can get a lot worse, trust me. So anyway, we're cruising back to camp now. A bit of a sour end to the day, well, the middle of the day, and yeah, hopefully it can improve from here. But yeah, poor lady.
I know, the poor thing.
Hope she has a quick recovery. We got back to Marchfly Glen where our caravan was parked up, a fantastic free camp, and we got word the next day the helicopter didn't actually arrive until the following morning because it couldn't refuel. So yeah, that's how remote we are here. You can't even get a helicopter out within hours. It takes a whole freaking day, and just shows you how you got to thank your lucky stars that you're happy and healthy. The next morning we packed up nice and early to the sound of a symphony of 8 cylinders purring. We were super excited to what the day was going to bring us, but we knew we had to limp this tyre to Manning before we stood half a chance. Good morning guys, we've hooked the van and the car up. As you can see here, we're on the Gib River Road. I just had to spray out the little 12-pin plug because my electric brakes weren't working. It was just full of dust, but that's what you get out here. The tyre's held up, so hopefully we can get it to Mount Barnett Station with no issues. The road we're about to hit is probably the most pretty road on the Gib River Road, I'd say. What do you reckon?
Yeah, so beautiful. It's really rock facing. It's like gorgeous.
Yeah, so we're going to chuck the drone up. We're going to show you guys all of that. It's going to be a sick day. Cannot wait to show you that. And we're on our way to Galvin's Gorge, which is one of our favourite on the Gib River Road.
Strong hands gone, but you can never go back. Struggle to survive, and you're still alive. Carry on. Even if you've been misled, tell all your dreams again. Carry on. Even if you can't forget, take a quick look and settle your regrets.
How's this big friggin'... He's a big Brahmin. Or he could be a Droughty, actually. I'm not too sure. There you go, mate. There you go, mate. Yeah, good, mate. Have a good one. Yeah, guys, if you are frothing today's vid, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, obliterate it. It's free to do and it's the easiest way to support us and keep us on the road making these videos for you legends. If you're watching on a TV, it's hard to subscribe, so I'll put a QR code up in the screen. Scan that with your phone and hit that subscribe button on your phone. It's super easy. Plus, we do have merch all available on our website. We got hats, stickers, patches, shirts, you bloody name it, we have it. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for the support, and enjoy the video. We're bashing along the Gib River Road. We're absolutely in our element, we're loving it. The road's not too bad. I'll give you a bit of an update further on about the road conditions and what to expect and stuff. But one thing I wanted to touch on is the tyre that we have repaired. So it is holding pressure, and I just wanted to talk about this because it is a bit of learning that I've had over the past few years. Now, a lot of people yesterday would have got that flat tyre and changed it straight up and then put that flat spare on the back of the car. But the only issue with that is that you don't know if that's an integral spare. So then you'll be driving along the road with your freshie on and your dud tyre on the back of the car, not knowing if you've even got a spare to use or not. So what I've done is I've repaired the tyre and it's holding pressure now, and it's important that I know that because now I know that this spare is actually integral, and that's the only way you know if it's a good repair is actually driving on the thing and making sure it holds pressure. So it's very important. It's very important that we don't bloody just change it straight up. We're just going to go around this bloody V-dub bus here. With the van on, we pulled into Galvin's Gorge, and this one is iconic for the Boab tree above the waterfall. How special is this to be able to spend it with my parents, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and I'm sure now you can see where I get my antics from.
Surprise we don't go together, but it took us a while before we figured it out. What a shame.
Radio, we just got into Adcock Gorge. This one's a must see. It's definitely one of the more picturesque gorges around here. You got the Boabs around the gorge itself, little trickling waterfall, but the water is crocky as shit. Like once you get here, you'll see what I'm talking about. But are we gonna swim? Probably, because there's about 20 people already been swimming, so the chances are low. But have a look, the water is dead dark, and that does not give me much confidence. But we're gonna go in and test the waters. It feels crockier in here. Oh, it's too quiet. I don't like... Wasn't that elegant? Rightio, we're about to participate in the inaugural Adcock Gorge bombie comp. Oh, Mum, you right? Sorry, we had some minor technical difficulties. Mum axed herself behind the camera, but that's alright. She's fine. Anyway, the inaugural bombie comp, whoever makes the most splash gets awarded Pud, King of the Pud. Now, Dad's nickname is Pud because he loves the bakery, so it's only fair that he might win. But anyway, I'm going to put in my best effort to hopefully secure the chocolates and get best on ground. So.
Do you know we've been getting lots of messages of people thinking that Gary is Keelan in our stories?
Rightio.
What do you feel about that, Keels?
You just be careful.
Pud, there you go, mate. I'm going to go first. Ready? Yeah. That was pretty weak.
Good attempt, Gary.
Rightio, my turn. Ready? Who got it?
We'll have to replay that.
Slow-mo.
the line for fuel. That's like a 3-hour line because one of the pumps broken, which is fair enough. We're out in the outback, but pretty crazy.
Chaos. Just fumbling with steak.
What's for dinner?
Steak sandwiches.
Reckons it's the hardest wood he's ever seen.
$10 a bag though, that's good.
$10.
Last bag of wood we bought was at Wara and it was $30.
Never again.
Wild.
Here's another must-see, must-stay on the Gib River Road, and that is Manning Campground. This one is literally right behind Mount Barnett Station, so you've got to stop there for fuel anyway. And this one is the start of Manning Gorge as well, so definitely a good spot to come and stop. It does cost money, this one, but it is a cracker camp, and it's right next to a nice creek that you can go swim in, so it's beautiful. How good was today, Sarah?
So good.
We're just cooking dinner now. I got the fire going. Check this out. Bang. We got a big Boab tree to look at. Having a beer with me parents. How good's this? This is Live in Barry. I'm going to show you what the steak sandwiches look like, even though you've seen it about 1,000 times before, but we'll show you again. Too bad. But how good's having a fire? It's been getting pretty cold at night, which is actually ideal for sleeping, but yeah, it's what a spot, eh? You got to come into Manning. It's such a good campground, such good vibes. Everyone's got the same ideas about why they're on the Gib River Road. Heap of like-minded people, and yeah, everyone, if you have any troubles, everyone just wants to help you. Yeah, outdoor ed teacher, rate Dad's fire.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
High distinction.
Look at that. She's 6 metres high. Jesus bloody Christ. Here we go, we're going to throw some sizzling reds on the barbie. Got about 30 people watching me talk to a camera. Bang. Shut that lid.
Perfect. Looks so good.
Look at that. Get in my pommy. That looks so good.
If the mine's cooked as good.
Perfect way to end the day. Yours will be cooked good as well. That looks beautiful. That's probably medium rare, I reckon. Let us know in the comments though, like you guys normally do. A few steak sangers, standard, goat's milk cheese, avocado, special sauce, red shit, green shit, purple shit, and steak.
You're
I'm
like
Turkish.
salivating right now, I can hear it.
Look at that. Look at this.
The way to Keelan's heart. Oh shit, that's a lot of chicken
I
salt.
love salt. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Okay.
Right, here we go. Keelan's culinary reviews. Let's get this bloody big smacker in the gob. Yeah, that's good. That's bloody good. We're on the Gib River Road and we're eating like that. Are you kidding me? I'm lucky.
Woken up bright and early. We're at Manning Campground and today we're going to go out to Manning Gorge. It is one of our favourite gorges ever. There's a huge rock jump. There's like a huge waterfall. It is so pretty. So we're very, very excited, but it's so busy.
Our caravan's broken.
Our caravan's broken.
One of our fans.
Oh yeah, we've got
Show
a
'em.
busted Sirocco.
But I reckon I can fix it. It's not turning on.
Just keep pressing it, it might work.
So I think what's happened is it was glitching a little bit the other day, but I think there's a loose connection somewhere in here, which is alright. That's not a big deal.
Stuff rattles. No.
If that's the only thing we've had go wrong, that's alright.
Exactly. Touch wood.
Touch this wood. Anyway, look at the day. We got Boabs outside. The juices are flowing.
Lots of little chicken boys.
Chicken boys galore. Chicken boys are these little friggin' dove things. I don't know if you guys can see those little things.
Any tiny bird, chicken boy.
It's a chicken boy. Anyway, let's hit this dang walk. This is the start of the walk. You got to put all your shit in the bag so it doesn't get wet. Then you hire some Australian bloke to push it across for you.
Radio. Once you swim across, you then have a 2.5k walk to get into the gorge. So You do need some hiking shoes, but there's little white arrows and dots that show you the way. We're only not even a K in and we're already puffing.
It's hard work. It's a bit of a rocky sort of walk, but I actually think it's the best sort of hike because you get to swim at the start and you get to swim at the end. Normally, by the time you do a gorge out here, even when you're at Karajini, you're stinking hot by the time you get back to the car. Now, this joint, you've got that creek at the end, so it's awesome. But I'm trying out the Crocs, 4 serious hiking shoes, 5Ks hiking in Crocs.
I've got the boots.
Sarah's got the boots. Let's see which is the ultimate shoe for the Gib River Road. I mean, a big King Brown. My Crocs aren't going to stand much of a chance. Sarah's probably got more sensible footwear. I'm going a bit exotic and I'm puffing like a dog. We'll get there, and I'm trying to convince my dad to do a big bomb off the top shelf of the waterfall like last time. There's a hell jump rock here. I'm going to huck a huge backie off it.
How are those Crocs going?
Good.
Are they rubbing in any spots?
Ah, what a good walk though. Look at this. Beautiful. Got some Boab trees. You got all sorts of trees. The wind is blowing, the birds are chirping. I'm 10 toes down, and how magic is this? It's absolutely incredible. Oh, we made it. That was a big walk. Bloody sweating me ring off, but we got down here. Check this out. This is absolutely unreal.
So pretty.
This is why this place is still my favourite out of the whole Gib. Check this out. Are you kidding me? Check this out. That is so cool. No one in there yet, so we're gonna try to run in, get a sneaky shot under the waterfall. But how special is this? We got the sun rising over this red cliff just here as well, and we made it. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I haven't even woken up yet, and this is, trust me, the best way to wake up in the world. Got the bobby. How spectacular is that? But this is the moment of truth. Can my peer pressuring on my dad to jump off this super high waterfall work?
That's not me, Keelan. No way. Radio, how sick was this morning? Manning Gorge always provides at such a good time there. We're back at camp here, and the tyre that I repaired has stayed inflated, which is a good sign. It is the sideball, but it stayed inflated, meaning the repair I did was pretty good. especially because we've abused it all the way to Manning here. So anyway, I'm going to change the tyre now that I know that I can rely on that as a spare tyre. I'm going to change it, and it's not the best funnest job, but especially when it's 40 degrees. But anyway, we'll get this tyre off, and we'll get this brand new spare, and I've never had it on the road. So this is called tyre basketball. Double dribble.
Don't you wanna play?
Rightio, while I'm changing this tyre, I want to give you guys a little hot tip, and this is more common than you think. It might surprise a few people, but make sure you check to make sure you've got the right spanner for your wheel nut size. Now, we carry this 4-way with 4 different sizes. It covers everything from trailers to most 4-wheel drives, but a lot of people change their rims to aftermarket rims, and then their factory tyre changing kit that comes with the car doesn't fit their current wheel nuts. Now, it happens a lot, and I guarantee you the time you don't check is the time that you'll need to change a tyre. So just go into your kit and make sure you've got the correct sizing.
Is that the right one?
Yes, the right tyre, for God's sake. That's the buggered
Just
one.
while I'm on it too, make sure your jack can lift your vehicle off the ground. If you've put aftermarket suspension in, there's a good chance that your car will have more travel up and down, so it'll be harder to lift the wheels off the ground if you do need to change a tyre. Now, it's easy to do on dirt. You can always dig a little hole under your tyre. Plus, if you carry max tracks, you can always jack it up and down and put a good foot underneath your jack. But that's another thing that you should be checking.
Job and knock, I reckon it's beer o'clock.
Everyone knows me and Sarah don't make the most polished videos, and this is a classic example. I meant to hit time lapse instead of video. This was meant to be a time lapse, but it accidentally videoed like 30 minutes of footage.
Because if this thread ever fails, you know what I mean? If you ever just bind the thread up or something, like I've got tapping kits and stuff, like I'd be able to get myself out of trouble. That's literally the only reason I carry a tap kit. Is moment of truth. Oh yeah?
Funnily enough, we actually forgot the camera was rolling, and we captured some pretty bizarre stuff. And although we do speak to a lot of people during a day, we never capture any of it on camera. So this group of people come up to us and they said they absolutely froth the videos, and it made my day.
No, you're over it, but I'm going to say hello. How you going? I'm not over it. How you going?
Sando.
How you going, Keelan? Nice to meet you.
I'm Julia.
Julia. How you going, mate? Keelan, nice to meet you.
You too.
Going alright?
Yeah, bloody going alright. Just had a flat tyre, but that's about it. Yeah, first one. Oh, really? You have a bad run, do you?
No, I got a puncture and then I got a camber issue. So.
Oh shit.
So it's just
The
You guys are
need
doing
for
a phenomenal.
teachers.
I make you hear it all day, but you're doing a fucking
Thanks, mate.
phenomenal job. Like
Yeah, my favourites to watch.
you really fucking.
Yeah.
Some of your one-liners.
Oh no, I just learn
They're
them off.
so good.
You know how I learn them is just talking to people.
Yeah,
So
it's good, yeah.
and I probably stink like shit as well.
Yay,
Like.
I love that.
No, all good. We'll probably see you down there for a swim later anyway.
Enjoy.
See you later.
Radio, I've just woken up. It's about 5:45 or something like that, but I'm not sharp or awake or anything like that. But when you're at Manning Gorge, I'm going to show you the best way that you can come down and wake up. There's no one down here, just the Johnson Crocs. And yeah, let me show you how it's the best way to wake up.
Might have to edit that one.
Take 2.
Oh, here we go. We're about to tackle a freaking little river crossing here. We got the Mount Barnett River, and I'm absolutely frothing because yeah, this one's 800 mil deep and it's with the van on. So we're going to be putting the batteries underwater here, which everyone was skeptical about, but I'm not even worried because I've done it before. But how cool is this, driving through a river with the freaking van on? Should have brought me a fishing rod. Caught a barramundi in here, eh? Wow, I'm frothing at it. This is so sick. And it's a bit sandy too, so coming out, I've probably got to give it a little bit of cuzzer coming out of it, because you literally could almost get bogged. Radio, we just pulled up. We're having a bit of a coffee break, but
Yeah, we're at the Hahn River here. We're just literally in the middle of a paddock, which is mint. But as you can see, the setup got a nice wash from that creek crossing. It was actually pretty deep. I reckon it was almost up to the side of the caravan, which if you knew, these are on 33-inch tyres, so it's pretty high up. But yeah, under the car got a nice wash. How good's that? We're just checking things, making sure everything's still tight. My number plate flipped up. That's a rookie mistake people make is, yeah, they lose number plates if you don't check them to make sure they're tight. Your little screws start coming out in the corrugations, and then one river crossing, boof, your number plate's gone. And you see it so much out here. So make sure tighten your number plate bolts up. That's another little tip from me. But anyway, have a go at this. It's absolutely spectacular. This is what it's all about. Doing about 50 Ks at a time, pulling up, checking some shit, respecting the track because it can wreck your vehicle and your setup pretty quick. So it's important to check your vehicle. The TerraGlide suspension is working an absolute treat under there, as you can see. And yeah, it's actually pretty clean at the moment because we definitely got a little wash then. So anyway, Sarah's making some coffees.
How good's that? Barista coffee.
Totally different trip to what, that's the suppression fan on too, but totally different trip to what we did at 3 years ago in that Oz track. We would have had an inch of dust all over all of our stuff.
When we got in the van last time we did the Gib, it was just like, oh, like there's so much mess everywhere. This is just like so nice.
The way I would explain it is 3 years ago the Gib River Road was more of a survival mission. This year we're actually living. We're not surviving, we're actually living. And yeah, we can pull over, have a barista coffee, like that is...
pulled over at Leonard River the other day and there was a couple who had like followed our Gib River Road first itinerary and they were actually in an Oz track as well, and they like messaged us and we're just like, oh my god, like our van is just full of dust. Like we had the exact same experience as you guys had the first time. I felt so bad for him.
But you got to start somewhere, and we did start somewhere, and we're so grateful for that trip because it was hard going. We cut our teeth out here on this track.
We still did it. We were still out here doing it. It just wasn't as...
Now we are even luckier. We get to have a barista coffee. Look at that. And yeah, we're gonna get back on the road. How incredible is this? We are so freaking lucky to be able to do this, especially be doing it with my parents, making memories. And yeah, super blessed, super lucky. Check this out. Yeah, we're cruising into a little spot called Gib River, like we said before, and yeah, it's a cracker little spot, but it is real busy. Everywhere this year on the Gib's real busy. Like 3 years ago we wouldn't see anyone here, but anyway, all the good spots have got people out. I'm cruising in the back side here, so it's a bit more scratchy than the front side, and the van only just fits through here, but hopefully we can snag ourselves a nice little spot on the river. It should be a real killer, I reckon.
Alright, so we've just rolled into this little free camp. It's the Gib River Rest area, and we're going to stay here for one night before we head up to Columbaro, but it is beautiful. It's right on the river and there's heaps of little spots along the river.
We are going to be heading up Columbaro Road, and that's normally a caravan killer. Like, this road is ungazetted, so technically you're not really insured out here, and getting a tow truck's even harder to get one on Columbaro Road compared to the Gib River Road. So the stakes are very, very high, but I think we've got the setup for it. We're going to actually try drag our caravan all the way up to Mitchell Falls. Normally what happens is you take your caravan to Drysdale, leave it there, and then swag it or tent it up in Mitchell Falls there. But yeah, we're going to have a crack at getting up even further, almost to Columbaro, and we'll show you guys what the track's like. Hopefully we have no issues. Our spare tyre's full of gummy worms, but we're going to have a red hot crack here, and I think we got the setup for it. So anyway, we're going to have an early one tonight, get up bright and early, and hit this track, and we cannot wait to see Mitchell Falls. Honestly, it's one of the most beautiful things you can ever see.
what a special little free camp on the Gib River Road. Now you might recognise these familiar faces. We actually ran into Caravan Adventure Oz, Bryce and Chelsea, and of course Juice, and had a few beers with them over a sunset. It was an absolutely cracking spot. And the next day, this fire that we're showing you right here actually spread towards the camp, and a lot of people actually had to evacuate. It was pretty scary, so we're lucky that we were leaving the next day. But at the time, we had no idea what danger we were in. We are about to jump across the Gib River Road, do the crossing. It's only about bloody bee's dick in depth, but let me tell you, it's pretty iconic doing the Gib River Road crossing, and you got to hit it a little bit fast, get a bit of a spray up. Yeah, as long as there's no kids playing on the bloody on the Ford, yeah, she should be right. But anyway, we are heading up Columbaro Road today. We cannot wait. Sarah's actually perched out on the crossing now, waiting for me to come across and get a shot of it. Yeah, this feels very, very special to us, and yeah, we are sending it up Columbaro Road. We cannot wait. Radio, what's going on?
We have pulled over because there is a lot of traffic on the road, and they're all sitting on around 50 kilometers an hour, and it's just a touch too slow for our car. Like, we just feel like our stuff is rattling apart. So we want to sit on about 70. So we're pulled over, we're going to wait for a little bit, try and get a gap in between the cars, and then we're going to go.
So there's a little bit of wisdom for you. When you're out on these remote tracks and you're stuck behind someone, you got to make a decision. Do you overtake, which is sometimes risky, or do you just pull over in a safe place off the road and just wait 10 minutes? Sometimes it is easier just to pull off the road, wait a little bit, and yeah, like Sarah said, it's all about their magic numbers, their magic speeds. And as you can see, the corrugations are pretty shit, and we want to be skipping across these at about 70 k's an hour, and that's premium for our setup, right? A lot of people like going real slow, and if you're coming up behind someone, there's so much dust, you can't see if someone's coming the other way. I'm trying to get them on the two-way. They're not even on the two-way, like they're not even on channel. I've scanned all the channels, yeah, so you just couldn't get hold of them to overtake them to have safe communication. So we've just pulled over, but how cool is this? We're in the Columbaro region, so check out the bush. But Big Leroy here is absolutely performing, and we'll probably try to take off in a minute because there hasn't been a car for about 5 minutes. Everyone just bottlenecked up and sat behind one another, and it's just no good. So anyway, there's a little tip from us. Sometimes pulling over is the safe option off the road, and just give yourself a little bit of a break, you know. So anyway, corrugations. Nice, nice, this is what we want. Little rant incoming, and I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, and I'm probably only talking to 1%. We're trying to use our channel to educate people, but if you want to travel Australia in any capacity, you need to carry a UHF radio. Too many times people weren't on channel, or they didn't have a radio on these remote tracks, and it absolutely pisses me off because it costs less than a carton of beer and it can literally save your life. So there's no excuse not to have one. So if you're going to travel Australia, go out and get yourself a UHF radio. I don't care which one it is. I'm not going to sell you some discount code. Just go buy a UHF radio. We just made it to Drysdale. This is where you get fuel if you're coming up to Columbaro Road. And yeah, Sarah's just kindly opening the gates. How's the old Bull Catcher 40 series? I don't know if you can see that next to the truck. Pretty cool to see a bull catcher, eh? I love a good bull catcher. Rightio, so we just got fuel, $2.95, which is incredibly good considering frickin' Broom's $2.45 for fuel. But anyway, I couldn't help myself, had to get this beautiful, delicious morsel. $6, which is incredibly good as well. That's cheap as chips. The sauce cost me bloody... Don't know how much the sauce cost me. Maybe you gave me a free sauce, that's pretty Australian. But anyway, we're gonna sit here, eat this, and then hit the road. The road's pretty shit, but we're just waiting for people to go out, and then we're gonna time it hopefully and get a nice clear run. So, how good. Rightio, we got someone coming the other way, and while I'm giving some tips to people that haven't sort of had the experience, normally you sort of space yourself out so you're not in someone's dust. But one thing I also like to do, so say we're going past this guy just in our face, so what I always do is as soon as I go into dust, I always throw my high beams on, so my big spotties. During the day, that could save your life, because if someone's sitting in that guy's dust and they can't see you coming the other way and think they're going to sit on this side of the road or they're coming around the corner, literally that little bit of visibility could save your life. So that's a little tip as well. Throw your high beams on, and the sub tip would be don't sit in people's dust streams. Space yourselves out, take your time, be patient. Seriously, we've seen some absolute crazy stuff happen out here, and yeah, like I said, it's so easy to do and could save you. Rightio, this is the track. I don't know if you can see this, it's pretty freaking corrugated. Just about to overtake someone. Make sure you can see us coming.
Are you on the other side?
Nah, we're good. But have a look at the corrugation. Are you kidding me?
It's rough.
I'll just make sure I get a bit of an eye contact with this bloke. New Age Caravan, you got a copy?
Doubting whether it's true, all the things you said you couldn't do. Not in the mood for a failure. Soaring up high, hoping for a glimpse of the sky. This ain't no time to pretend. I'll feed your ego. Together we go.
Alright, we're doing the creek crossing just before King Edward, and I've done this with just the Prado on, and let me tell you, it's a totally different feel with the van on. We're literally in the middle of a river. It's getting a nice wash as well. How good is this? So cool. The van's all sweet. Got here with nothing broken or anything like that. The car's absolutely sweet as well. Let's see if I lost any beers in the fridge. Oh, look at that. Didn't lose any beers. They're all still good. And yeah, that's us for camp. So tomorrow we're gonna head into Mitchell Falls, and yeah, show you guys that, because it is a pretty special spot, and you do have to come out and see this if you can, if you got the right setup. So if you don't have the right setup, definitely think about coming out here, but make sure you make the right call, because there's nothing out here. It's super remote, and yeah, you can get yourself in a lot of strife. We'll try to show you some snippets of the road and stuff so you can make the best call possible, but yeah, nothing went wrong, and thankfully we made it. So it was very rough though. This is seriously impressive. We bounced this caravan through the absolute most shittest road today. We were just hooking down it. We got it airborne. We dropped it into some freaking massive holes. Had the thing shaking and moving, and anyway, you pull up to camp and you've got this pristine like apartment still. Look at it. It's so nice. And like, you're in the most remote place and you can get your caravan down here and then get to sit in it like this, and we're absolutely knackered, so we're just hiding inside. Tomorrow's gonna be a massive day. We're hiking Mitchell Falls, but yeah, seriously impressive. And the TerraGlide suspension has been performing exactly how I thought it would. Absolute killing it. And I've got to go under there with a spanner in a minute and just make sure everything's really tight, because let me tell you, if you stuff around, you find out. And if you don't do these little checks, that is what keeps you on the road and off the back of a tilt tray, because yeah, it's very important. Anyway, I'm just replying to some of your comments here on our latest video we just posted. It is Friday, so I'm doing a few comments, and we're gonna have some dinner and then hit the bed, because tomorrow, Sarah, tomorrow we are hiking. Yeah, how far is it?
It's 4.something K, so one of like the biggest hikes on the Gibb. But yeah, last time we remember we started it super early, and literally it was so hot so early in the morning. So yeah, we're gonna like try and go like super early before it's like boiling hot, and then.
And we've got a little secret surprise. We've treated ourselves with something, and you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to see what we're doing. But
everyone's gonna know exactly what it is.
But you guys are gonna come along for it as well. So I'm gonna keep smashing some comments out. How good's this?
Alright, we're waking up super early and we're on our way to Mitchell Falls. We're trying to get there nice and early so that when we start the hike it's not boiling hot yet, but it is freezing this morning. It's literally 15 degrees, which is cold for us.
I think when we left it was saying 7, so
yeah,
that's pretty
so
cold. Yeah.
But this road is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's just surrounded by palm trees. It's so gorgeous. All this greenery around. Like, it's a very pretty drive, but it is about 80 k's from King Edward Camp, so it's going to take us around an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, because you sort of average about 60 k's an hour. But have a look how scenic this place is. Like, look at all these palm trees and stuff, and it's only like a little winding road. The conditions on the road absolutely freaking atrocious. Like, it's the worst corrugations you'll pretty much do. And right now we are super remote. Like, Warrender Road's off Columbaro Gib Road. We're only about 60 k's from the ocean, up at the probably the most northern point of WA. So you're about as remote as you want to be. Ungazetted roads, unmaintained roads. But yeah, that's why I love it so much. You feel like you're on your own out here, and if something goes wrong, you're definitely on your bloody own. But anyway, this road, like Sarah said, is cooler than Penguin's Piss. And yeah, look at it, have a gaze. It's just absolutely insane. I want to put the drone up in a minute and just show you guys how beautiful this place really is. Yeah, it's off its head.
We have officially made it safely into Mitchell Falls Campground. And now we've got...
That is the, kids, block your ears, that is the most road I've ever driven on still, to this day.
So bumpy.
It's a beautiful road, like the scenery is like exquisite, like you'd never see anything like it in Australia. Super unique, super remote, super cool.
It's very beautiful.
The road that you're on is a track. It's not even a road.
It's fully unmaintained.
Yeah.
And there's signs that say this is an unmaintained road. So if you're coming up here, do not expect that you're going to be on a gravel road that's been graded ever.
And it's the Warrender track, so that's something important too, because you got roads, you got tracks. This is a track, so yeah, respect is needed. But anyway, we're here now. Cannot wait to show you this. Cannot wait to embark on our 4K walk.
I present ADHD Chats, presented by Dopamine and Caffeine.
Radio, we're on the walk here. We aren't puffing just yet, so settle down, but we're just listening to nature. There could be some Gouldian finches in these forests. They're a rainbow sort of coloured finch, very rare, make a very distinct sound. But let me tell you, I've already drunk half my water, which isn't smart. Now my front tank's full, and yeah, I can't just empty it on the track, you know what I'm saying? So got to hold on. But this bit of bush is pretty spectacular, hey Sarah?
Very pretty.
It's got a different vibe, different feel, different energy, and yeah, we're getting through it. So I reckon we're about 2 k's in, 2 k's to go. There's big bloody drop bears in here. Check it out.
We are not 2 k's in.
Spectacular. We're 2 k's in.
We are not 2 k's in. We're like 500 metres in.
Hear that helicopter? Oh, that's a little clue of what we're doing later.
Clue.
Blood.
It's a bloodwood tree.
Keelan reckons this is a bloodwood tree.
It is, look. It looks like it's bleeding, but it's not. And they look like snappy gums. Very close relative.
Yeah, but don't all trees have sap?
No, not like that. That's blood sap. It's called a bloodwood tree.
This is so pretty. We just come down into the riverbed and it's all shaded and like nice and cool. It's so good.
How cool is all this Aboriginal art that we found on these walls? I don't think it's marked anywhere, is it?
I don't know, we didn't see that last time. Like we were literally just walking the tracks up the top there and I just spotted it from the side of my eye. Like,
Side eye. Sarah gave it the side eye. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Rightio, we just got to the next pit stop on this walk now. This is one that I love to call nature's butt crack. And let me tell you, you don't want to find out how deep this hole is, eh? Have a go at this. This is absolutely spectacular. Are you kidding me? Look at that. That's freaking so deep. Like, that's crazy. It won't give it too much justice, but that's off its head. So green this year too. So much rain. That's so cool. I'll just give you the death shot.
get away from that edge.
This is the death shot. Insane. Rightio, we just did a bit of bush bashing. We're all,
literally down at Billy Goat Track. I've got so many scratches on me.
but we've got our own spot here. Have a look at this. This is absolutely freaking unreal.
It's so nice.
Whoa, look at that. You're kidding.
So freaking cool, can you believe? He'll bring his friends to college guys. Our weekend plans are such a dream. My friends think she's so dumb and stupid.
Seriously though, this is got to be on your bucket list to do. Are you kidding me? Oh, time for a swim I think, but I would love to see this place in full flood. I think that would be the next thing on my bucket list to do. You probably can, but I reckon there'd be more than 5 waterfalls. It'd be absolutely incredible. It's so cool. You've definitely got to come out and do this. And the scale is way crazier than what it looks like on the TV. How sick is this? We found our own little private.
We just went for like a K walk down the river. We have this beautiful little spot all to ourselves. It's so nice.
Look at this. Little jungle perch or pygmy perch down there. So cool. Hopefully there's no crocs in here, eh?
Well, there's kids swimming downstream too.
We'll see, won't we? Cocky. Feels a bit crocky, eh? Rightio, the secret is out. We are catching a freaking helicopter back to the car. So
6-minute helicopter and it was $189 per person. So she is an expensive 6 minutes.
But I wanted to do this last time and so did Sarah, and we couldn't afford it. So we thought, bugger it. We make a little bit of money on the YouTube this year, so we'll just splurge a bit and do it.
Last time we were here, we were just saying like crazy that 3 years ago we were like, oh my god, that'd be so cool to be able to do the helicopter ride and like to be able to afford it. And we could afford it, but we just had all these savings that was just for this trip. But now we're like actually working on the road and we can splurge and do this stuff. Like it's
insane.
just,
yeah, so crazy. But we are bringing you guys along, so hopefully you enjoy it. We're going to see if we can see a helicopter land. I'll get it on film, but we are dead set excited. I'm happier than a dog with 2 tails. And yeah, it's going to be a lot easier than walking 6Ks home. Get to the chopper! Ooh, excited?
Yeah, nervous.
Radio, I'm under the van, just through early morning, that's why I'm not speaking very loud, but I'm going to show you one crucial bolt that will ruin your trip if you don't check it on the Gib River Road or any tough road in Australia if you're towing an off-road caravan now. It's this bolt right here that connects your trailing arm to the chassis itself, alright? So if this comes loose or breaks, I've seen a lot of people shear these off. You can't actually, that size bolt, like it's massive, right? The length of it, chances are you don't even carry one of them in your spares kit. So checking this, tightening it up, because even if that rattles loose and comes out and you lose it, you got no hope. Yeah, and not many people carry them either, so that is a crucial bolt to check, because that can ruin your trip. Now this is the new Terraglide, it's been going sick, so obviously we got the new sway bar under here for the caravan, and then another one there, and massive bags. Like, I got decent sized hands, they are massive bags and huge shocks as well. So anyway, we're going to tighten up all these little nuts and bolts, make sure they're all tight, because we are going to be doing some rough tracks. So this is probably the most crucial little bit of maintenance that I recommend for your caravan or your camp trailer. Just getting under here with a simple shifter that everyone should carry, and just checking all your nuts and bolts, making sure they're not going to fall apart on the track, and it'll save you, maybe it'll save you about 10 grand tow truck. Anyway, I think this is all about respecting the track, and by doing that you're respecting yourself, so you don't end up on the back of a truck. Bloody, it's the bloody cops. Are we roadworthy? I don't know.
Radio, you guys know that we're doing some testing on this new suspension to the industry, the caravan industry. It's called Terraglide. It's it's marketed as caravan. Oops, sorry guys. Caravan race suspension, and what a better time to test it on corrugations, if you can hear what I'm saying right now. We're up on Columbaro Road, and the road is absolutely torched. So anyway, I've got Sarah out of the car right now, and I'm gonna do a rip pass just to see what it looks like. Yeah, these corrugations are freaking massive. I'll show you how big they are in a second, but yeah, this should be very interesting. This is the most corrugations we've done with the van on, and it's been about 160 kilometers of this shit. So anyway, let's have a crack, let's see how it performs. I reckon the van's gonna look a lot more stable than the car. Righty, I don't know if you can see this shit, but anyway, I'll put a can here for reference. These corrugations are can height. So yeah, I think that's pretty impressive from the Terraglide. I actually reckon they're bigger than can height, but I don't know if you can see all that. So there you go, little bit of Terraglide testing. We dusted Sarah a few times, poor Sarah. But yeah, can height corrugations for about 160 clicks. And yeah, it's going really good so far. Pretty brutal on our gear. So, chronicles of testing with us, SKT, where we're punishing our gear up some crazy tracks. There it is, the famous Pentecost crossing. Oh, we just found the sickest camp spot on the Pentecost River. We had to bush bash in here. I've been running around, that's why I'm so puffed. And wait until you see this. This is absolutely insane. I cannot wait to put a line in. There's big jabberoos on the river. And yeah, this is pretty cool, but it is gnarly to get in, which Sarah's gonna show you in a second. Woohoo! I need to put in full drive, I think. Oh, we just got into camp and have a go at this.
So good. I was literally this close to giving up and getting a spot. It's so busy, but the good thing about the Pentecost is it goes for Ks and Ks. So there's heaps of spots to get space, but yeah, up the front there was like jam-packed with caravans. So we were like, oh my God, we're not gonna get a spot here.
Just be wary though, if you don't have like a sort of an extreme off-road caravan, just a normal off-road caravan would probably
come down this far.
Yeah, don't come down the end, because literally if we had a van with less clearance, we would have just bellied out and just got ourselves super stuck. But
so many good spots right down, so those in like it was just a four-wheel drive,
yeah,
you can get a good spot.
So good. But anyway, we're gonna have a fire here. We're gonna be flicking some lures out there, and we'll be spotting some
These people, they've got the spot.
Yeah.
How they got there though, we don't know.
Someone's on the other side of the bank. So anyway, let's set up. This is absolutely insane. We drove from King Edward Camp up near Columbaro all the way to the Pentecost in one day. We absolutely slayed it today.
I know. We were going to stop at the Gib River, and then we got to the Gib River at like 11. We're like, oh,
no,
let's
we'll
just
keep going. Yeah. Anyway, we're here now. Let's set up. And I cannot wait to get a lure in that bloody river.
What a spot. What an iconic spot in Australia. If you haven't been to the Pentecost, you have to put this one on your bucket list. You've got the Cockburn Ranges in the background, commonly known as the Coburn Ranges. And we were greeted with some absolutely crazy wildlife, some deadly things and some not so deadly things. Now, I'm going to introduce you to a fish called an archer fish, and it is called an archer fish because it shoots water like a water pistol, bringing it little bugs and insects out of the air into the water, and then it eats them. How cool is this? We caught it on camera, and yeah, what a sick spot.
Rightio, we're on the Kurungi track and we're in search of Barramundi. So we're coming down here because it's the water's less fish. Now, yeah, we've never done this track before, so we don't even know where we're going. We've got no internet and we're by ourselves. It's about 4 o'clock in the arvo. And yeah, what an adventure, eh? We don't know where we're going. Have a look at this. We're literally like, there's a track, but it's freaking overgrown. There's trees growing in the middle of it.
I don't think many people have come down here.
This could be a good sign that there's barramundi, but anyway, we're having a crack here. I am determined to catch a barra, and look at this. Look, there's a track here. This is a track, but yeah, there's just bloody overgrown everywhere. So anyway,
is the Kurungi track open right now?
I have no idea, but we're on it. We haven't gone through any fences or gates, so we haven't done anything wrong. But yeah, it's freaking crazy at the moment. Hopefully we can turn this shitty track into a big fish.
Old mate's lost his car.
You don't want to be that guy. Well, I don't reckon you want to get close to the shore here.
Like mud slips. Rightio, we found a little little spot here next to this car that's been abandoned. Now there hasn't been any bites. We've seen one salty, big crawl in the middle. But it's super slippery and muddy, so it's not perfect fishing conditions, but hopefully no one's fished it. And that is the hope that we'll catch something here. But yeah, it's not looking good yet. There's been no activity of fish. Radio, no Barramundi, but that's okay. We're still here for a little bit longer. I'm not giving up yet, but tomorrow morning we have a special treat for you guys. I'm sure you're going to laugh your head off. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll see tomorrow or in about 10 seconds. But yeah, it's going to be freaking awesome. I cannot wait. And I know Sarah cannot wait for this one as well. It's on Sarah's bucket list.
It's been on my 3-year bucket list to do this activity, so it's been a long time waiting. Oh my god.
This track, the Kangi track, is no joke.
Oh, Jesus.
Pretty freaking hectic, eh? But anyway, we're doing it at night. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
It has just passed 6 AM and we're almost in El Questro, and you guys know that we hate early mornings, so there's definitely a reason we're up early.
I don't hate early mornings.
Well, yeah, I do. I hate mornings. We are coming into El Questro and we're doing the horse ride today. It has been on my bucket list for 3 years to do the horse ride. I've always wanted to do a horse ride. Originally we were going to do it up at Cape Trip, but we didn't get time to do it, and then the second place that I said I wanted to do it was here. So we've booked it in for the morning ride. It is a 2-hour ride and they go up through El Questro station, like through the river crossings and stuff. So it's going to be a pretty magical morning, but I am so excited, and to see Keelan on a horse.
I haven't ridden a horse for 28 years and I'm 28 years old, so you do the math on that. But yeah, I can't wait either. I'm a little bit scared of horses, so this should be pretty fun. And yeah, like I said, I've never ridden one, but I feel like in my past life I was mates with Ned Kelly and we used to go out on the horses up in Snowy River and shoot cans and shit, so yeah, anyway, it should be really fun. So come along for the laugh. I'm sure you've never seen this on YouTube because we didn't think it was even existing here. So anyway, we're about to hit the water crossing coming into El Questro.
Going into El Questro, we knew the horse ride was going to be a lot of fun, a heap of laughs, but I was low-key packing my pants. I'd never ridden a horse before, and Sarah used to be a semi-pro equestrian rider, so she definitely knows her way around a horse. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting.
It's not too bad. We'll just go over. Maybe up one. Racetrack.
They put me on a freaking racehorse. Oh, this is gonna end badly. I got a turbo on my...
Going up the hill, lean forward, uphill.
Oh, sorry.
That did not look like the man.
My horse just did a run. Holy shit. So this is a track horse, and it would be feeling me right now because I'm about at 95 kilos, not a jockey weight. It's probably the heaviest person it's ever had. How magical.
Oh, whoops. That's funny. We both had the same thought.
Wow, that's so cool.
So pretty. I should probably watch where I'm going. I've got a lot of trust in my horse. Wow.
It's pretty cool. We're about to hit a creek crossing. First time I've ever not done one in a car and on a horse, so this should be interesting. It looks pretty deep. cruising through the Kimberleys on a horse. Look at Sarah, she's in her element. Big Nelson Mandela's looking after me. We haven't run any track races today.
See these bandana trees on our left here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get people in front of them. They're male and female. Yeah, right. We have a twist, so male twist to the left and the female twist to the right.
Oh, that's so fascinating.
And we know this is true because women are always right.
Radio, we're just pulled up here, we're about to get into the stockyard, and it's over 100 years old, which is pretty cool. But so far so good.
It's so fun.
I can't believe I got put on Nelson Mandela, the racehorse.
And he's having he likes a good feed. He's very similar to me, loves a good feed, eh? Well, look at this Boab.
That was one of the coolest things we have ever done. It was so fun. It was very hard to film because we're literally riding a horse and we haven't done, well, Keelan's never ridden one and I haven't done it in ages. So we tried to get as much footage as we could, but yeah, it was hard. But we're now doing the Amelia Gorge walk. And I don't think we've ever done this walk before, so first time, but yeah, it's very pretty.
Yeah, I can't believe they put me on a freaking racehorse that actually competed in the Melbourne Cup. That hurt. But yeah, can't believe they put me on a racehorse. I'd be the fattest jockey in the history to ride that horse, I reckon. And I actually got a jog up, or a trot. I think it's called a trot or a canter.
Trot. You did a trot.
I did a trot apparently, so that was pretty sick. It took me back to my Indiana Jones days, man from Snowy River type shit.
There's so many.
Oh, I think we made it. We are so sweaty, but it looks absolutely spectacular.
We made it and we've absolutely lucked out and got the best spot now.
3, 2, 1. That was up there with some of the coldest water I've ever been in. Holy shit. When we first got in, we were like, why is everyone out of the water? It's because it's like 1 degree. It's just about freezing. How cool is that? How lucky are we?
Keelan, you've got to really go out because the rock comes out. Oh my god.
Bye-bye, I'll see you later.
That's how a real man does it.
What is that? Just 2 big crosses.
Wow, how good's this? What a day. Rode a racehorse.
Hands down, put your hands in the saddle.
Didn't catch any barramundi, but had a cracker day. What a sick day in the Kimberleys. Now, the Pentecost River. If you had bait, you'd be flicking it out there, but I used all my bait on the Ningaloo. So anyway, that was a bit of a stuff up by me, but how good is this? This is not what camping and traveling Australia is all about. I don't know what is.
He's a bit puffed from snapping sticks.
I'm very puffed. It's been a big day.
Good fire though.
Look at that. Right, you want to hear a funny story? Is that the other day we come to the Kurungi track, seen this bloody gate that was shut, didn't bother to read the sign. The sign literally says, do not deviate off the track. You're allowed in here. We just seen the private property sign and a bit of red and we thought, oh, it's closed, you're not allowed down here, but you are allowed on the Kurungi track, you just can't deviate off the track, so that's fair enough too. Anyway, the other day we just cooked it, and yeah, today I'm feeling a bit seedier than a second-hand bird cage, but we're going to attack this track and we are on the hunt for a Barramundi. How silly are we?
Yeah, I know, so stupid. All you had to do was read the sign, not just look at it.
We were like, oh, there's red writing, that's no good.
Property.
Yeah.
Didn't read the part where it says stay on the track.
3.5 years of travel in Australia, and it feels like sometimes you go back to day one and you're starting to read signs again. It's terrible. Anyway, we're on the track now. This is the Kurungi track. It is rockier than Mr. Balboa, and yeah, it's hot as buggery. It's only saying 34, but I think that's a bit of a stretch. But anyway, let's see if we can catch a barra. We'll show you guys where we go, what we get up to, but we got the big Coburn Ranges just there. Absolutely spectacular, this joint. Radio, have a go at this. This is literally the biggest salt flat I've ever seen in my life. Have a look at the ground too. I don't know if you can see it. It's brutal on your feet. Like, this is just like hardened mud that's all cracked, and it looks like a huge mosaic for like freaking 50 k's of this shit. And then you got the Cockburn Ranges, or Coburn Ranges, whatever you want to call it. It's funner to say Cockburn, and it's just sick. There's no one out here. You're actually really remote. Like, the Gib River Road has 10 times as many people as there was 3 years ago on it when we did it last time, and you come out here and there's literally not another person. Like, this is proper remote travel, and you're probably asking yourself, why would you do this track? Well, you've just got to be into driving tracks and interested in four-wheel driving to want to do this. So it goes all the way from Gib River Road at the Pentecost there all the way to Wyndham. It's about 50k stretch. And yeah, it's slow going, it's real rocky and stuff. A few times we were like, what are we even doing? But look at this, this is just so sick. This is one of the most bizarre places we've ever been. It's so impressive. Like, to look at it, it looks so impressive, but there's literally nothing out here. You're looking at nothing.
It's just 'cause it's like such a big range in the background, so like it's very spectacular to look at, but like, I other than the range, there's not much else out here.
Nah, and it's like a huge mosaic, like all the different shapes and stuff in the mud. But yeah, like it's the most impressive nothingness I've ever seen. But anyway, we're going back to a little secret spot where we're gonna have a fish, hopefully pull out a barramundi. That'd be pretty cool, eh? Maybe Sarah will get her first barramundi in 3.5 years of travelling today, who knows?
Share the fishing rods to do that.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Keelan said, I'll catch the first one and you can get the next one.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to go on. Yeah, 100%. Anyway, let's go to this bloody fishing hole. Radio, we're out at this secret little billabong somewhere near Wyndham. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. But yeah, hopefully we can get a fish here. I know there has been barra caught here in the past. Not going to tell you how I know that because it's secret squirrels, but the squirrel is secret and the squirrel's not coming out of the closet, put it that way. The squirrel's in the closet. Yeah, look, as the song suggests, I've had enough. I've had enough of fishing and catching nothing, so it was time to pack up, head back to camp and check out the Coburn Ranges all lit up on the sunset. What an incredible sight. You've definitely got to see this. The next morning we woke up Sparrows Shart and headed down to one of the scariest creek crossings in Australia. This one is definitely worth the risk though, and the reward is one of the best hikes that we've ever done and we continue to rave about to this day. Radio, good morning. This is called Wake Me Up Without a Coffee, Wake Me Up with Adrenaline. We're about to hit the gnarliest crossing on the Gib River Road, and if anyone knows it, it's El Questro Gorge crossing. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but it's about 100 and something meters long.
Deep and long.
It's very, very deep. So I've got this stick here, I'll show you. There's no crocs in here apparently either, we've asked, so. Oh no, that's not the deep part. Anyway, it's freaking deep. But so this is the deep water crossing to El Questro Gorge. Apparently it's 80 centimeters plus, so that should be halfway up our door. So let's see how we bloody go.
This is the deepest water crossing we've ever done, so we're a little bit excited but nervous.
And she's long.
Oh my god.
That was deep. Over the bonnet.
Like the car sounds like a
That was so deep, holy shit.
I didn't breathe the whole time.
I just don't know how deep, and because we're doing it early in the morning to beat the crowds, we're the first one to do it this morning, so it's a little bit eerie, but the bush is just spectacular this time of the morning, but we'll try to get through. Yeah, it should be fun, but I'm shitting myself.
When we did it in the Prado, it went up to the window sills.
Well, yeah, went over the bonnet in the Prado, so hopefully Leroy's got a little bit more height, so we can sort of keep going, but yeah, we'll have a crack. Let's see what happens. So I did hear from a little birdie, they said they put rocks and packed it in since we did it last in the Prado. Like they've had too many people cook their vehicles here, so they've actually put dirt and stuff in here. So it'll be interesting to see how deep this is. So anyway, I'll chuck the in four drive just to be safe. But here we go. Let's see how we go here. Oh yeah, not as deep, no way, near as deep. Oh, we're laughing. honestly, that was so freaking easy. That is not even worth worrying about, eh? I was almost gonna tie up the engine fan and everything, but yeah, I'm glad I didn't, because that was a piece of piss, eh? Got a bit of a mixed feeling about that. We were really hyped up about doing like a deep crossing, and we sort of like really freaking psyched ourselves into it. We're always going to do it, but when you psych yourself up and then it's sort of like not as hectic as you think, it's like sort of a bit of an anticlimax. But the reason we get a bit nervous and jittery around river crossings is because we do have a track record with losing vehicles in river crossings.
He wanted you to go in the water, didn't he?
If you're new to the channel, we did drown our Prado at Nolan's up on the Cape, the telly track there. So yeah, that crossing there at El Questro was actually deeper than the crossing at Nolan's. The only difference being is El Questro's rock bottom, where Nolan's is like a beach sand, like a real soft silica beach sand bottom. So you just get bogged really, really easy. And yeah, we've drowned our car in Nolan's, so that is the reason. And this car here is about 4 times the value of the Prado, and we've like literally dumped our life savings into this thing, so we cannot afford to lose it. So yeah, it's one of those things, eh? But this gorge is absolutely spectacular. You can already see what it's going to be like. Insanely big. There's only one other car here. It is like 6 o'clock in the morning, but anyway, Leroy's absolutely dusted. I cannot wait to clean this thing. Look how filthy it is. But we're about to jump on the walk now. It's about 5k return. Takes about 6 hours, they reckon. So
I present ADHD Chats, presented by Dopamine and Caffeine.
So a bit of a rookie mistake would be like filming all the start of this walk, because we've done it once before, and last time we filmed heaps at the start and we realised it got better and better and better. And the time we got to the good stuff, like the really good stuff, we ran out of camera space and battery. So that's a bit of a little tip for you, is just wait, maybe film on the way back and save your camera footage for the end bit, because it gets way better. But anyway, a good play to describe this would be like a very crisp, fresh, zesty. It's probably got more zest than your auntie's lemon cake. It just is so pure in here. Look at it, look at the creeks and stuff. They're just like, you could drink that, I reckon. You'd probably cop a bit of a parasite, but it would taste that good, that water. You'd probably get Peter the parasite, bit of Guardia. But yeah, this is so sick, and there's no one else around, so got the whole joint to ourselves. Contrasting colours, you got these big red cliffs. Pretty cool, eh?
Very pretty. Very wet.
Very wet. Yeah, Crocs are a good idea, because like, it doesn't matter if you get them wet. You got to remember too, like this is obviously the dry season, and the way this whole thing has been formed, like this is all been chiseled out by how much water would run through here in the wet. Now they had a massive wet season this year. You could just imagine like how much water I would be under now, right now. Like you'd be meters of water above you right now. And yeah, it's just literally incredible. Look at this, Sarah's just walking through this freaking jungle. It literally feels like you're about to bump into Tarzan out here. I have She's gonna hit you in the face. Ready? That's 1, 2. Here's a drink bottle. Nice. Nice catch, shit throw. It is a little bit difficult, so if you're not an agile little chimpanzee, it's probably gonna be a bit hard. Now, if I slip right now, we did it.
Bit easier for you with long legs.
Oh, what a massive walk, but we made it. How sick is this? This is like the crown jewel of the Gib River Road, and there's not another soul here. Check this out. Are you freaking kidding me? That is so freaking cool. I'm not wasting any time because there's going to be like a pack of people coming through in any second. You never get this to yourself anymore. This is so freaking cool. Seriously, like, this is so sick. You got to come up here. It is it's a hard walk, but
You got bad knees or ankles?
don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you're able, get up here, have a look at this. So cool, eh? This is why, like Cape York, you get up to the sign and you get to see the tip sign. But for the Gib, if you're coming from Derby to Cudnara, this is why you come here.
Yeah, this is the tip of the Gib.
It's so cool.
It's unbelievable. We made the long trek home to the Pentecost and caught up with a few familiar faces you might recognise for a few ice cold beverages when this happened.
Welcome to SKT Travels. I'm your host today, Jake. Keelan is right now turning Leroy around to pull out a little hyper caravan. And you know me, I know how they get bogged, so just come around. This thing looks beast. What's your plan of attack?
My undivided attention.
I'll just squeeze through there.
Hey, don't slide. Now look at these bad boys. Because you're a nice guy helping people out. Have you got another shelf shackle?
Yeah, I do. Soft shackle.
Yeah, it's dark. No one will know who it is. So it's just here. Oh, you've still got this lit. It should, yeah.
Rightio, although this is a bit of a piss take, a bit of fun, there is a serious issue here, and that is this is not a rated recovery point. This is a tie down point, and they are not rated to recoveries, especially when you're towing a big van and you're stuck in soft sand. So we're doing everything we can here to be as safe as possible. We're introducing soft shackles into the system. We're using dampeners, the whole shoot and match, plus a kinetic rope to keep it as safe as possible. But when you're out bush, you got to make do with what you've got.
Nice. I don't know what one of these is. Yeah, just come back a little bit from the strap, please. Thank you. Oh, look at that. The grunt. Nice.
Feeling a bit seedy, the next day we bush bashed our van and car off the Kurungi track towards the Pentecost. And it's a bit of a sad way to end the trip because we know for a fact we're not going to be seeing the Coburn Ranges and the Pentecost for a long bloody time.
Rightio guys, we're giving away the PS2000. The code word was released every week and now it's made a phrase. So I've got the YouTube comments just here. I'm just going to scroll and select one of yous randomly. So here we go. And the winner is Barry Calder, so C-A-L-D-E-R. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, mate, but you've just won yourself a PS2000. You've got the code word correct here, and that is life is too short to run out of power. So congratulations, mate. This is celebrating iTech's massive Black Friday sales, up to 90% off plus free shipping with the discount code SKT. So it's the cheapest and best time to buy all your 12 volt gear right now. So yeah, there you go, Barry. We're going to be getting in contact with you, mate, and sending you out a PS2000 worth $3,000. So massive thank you for supporting me and Sarah, commenting, watching, liking every single week. And we're going to be doing some big giveaways coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for everyone that participated, but massive congrats to Bazza.
That's living, Barry.
That's living, Barry. Oi, don't go anywhere. The video has not finished, and this is probably one of my favourite clips that I've ever edited in my whole life. Well, not this exact clip, but it's coming up. Oh, this is the last time we're gonna cross the Pentecost River for so freaking long. It's almost sad, hey, because it's such a big mission to get up here. And check it out, it's absolutely pristine today.
So pretty. That
so
backdrop.
nice. Yeah. The Cockburn Ranges, I just love saying it. I love looking at it. It's so freaking cool. But yeah, we got a big queue of caravans waiting for us to get through here, so let's see if we can not get ourselves bogged.
They're all just standing in the middle of the road. What are they doing? Get off the road. It's about to be a human casualty.
As we finally hit that beautiful black bitumen road, the reflection of our incredible trip starts. All we have is memories, and those memories are way sweeter when you can share them with the ones you love. It was a once in a lifetime experience for me to be able to tackle this adventure with my parents, and we will never forget this trip. One day we are all going to pass, life is short, and for us, looking back, everything that is truly important seems so clear now. So throw caution to the wind, live in the moment, and get out there and explore while you still can.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lines. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone,
Put and Put Junior.
sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along.
Good? Yeah.
I think it's time for me to go, burn all the bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives.